Hello guys, Sven here, bringing you a post-com for week 2 of the PBA. Thank you to Bruno, who sent me his VOD so I could post-com. This battle also took place during the week. I was at my parents' house where I did not have access to a computer and hence was unable to record myself. So shoutouts to Bruno for sending over his footage. And I will be post-coming going through what little I remember from doing this battle, almost 2 weeks ago now. So as we see in the team preview, he has, I don't remember all his Terra options. He has Terra Volcarona, which was Fairy and Fire. I think he had a Cryogonal, which was Ice and Fire. And then he had another low tier as well, which was Something on Fire. But he didn't bring the other two Terra captains, so this is the team he brought. My team was Scarf Annihilate with a bunch of HP, not max attack, but enough HP so that it KO'd anything not named Clodsire and Hariyama on his team. And then I had a Super Spadef Armor Rouge with Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Leftovers, Flash Fire, Stored Power Flamethrower set. Felt like my biggest win con in the matchup in general. I needed some chip on a couple of mons for it to pull off, but it should be able to set up on Volcarona depending on its since it resists both the Terra typings and it does very well versus Volcarona's arsenal of moves, except for like Hurricane, which I really didn't expect coming. So I could set up in tandem with the Volcarona and then beat it by clicking Stored Power. The rest of my team roster entirely just lost to Volcarona, so I needed to have that mod. Rabsca here just to Revival Blessing the Annihilate if it has the chance. So yeah. Also has Power Gem to maybe lure the Volcarona in and click Power Gem, do massive damage. Psychic. And the last move, probably Shadow Ball, if I had to guess. Maybe I brought Bug Buzz, I don't remember. The Tatsugiri was Storm Drain, Substitute, Leftovers, Mirror Coat, Counter, and Surf. Pretty defensive. I think this was supposed to be my Clodsire check. I didn't have good things to check the Clodsire, and also the Rotom, it checked decently, and the Rotom can only use electric moves, which gives me a free mirror coat on anything coming in except for the King Gambit, which obviously is immune. Tinglu, Throat Chop, Whirlwind, Spikes, an Earthquake. Was mainly here to check the King Gambit and possibly get a spike up, take a hit from Volcarona even if it's a +1 and face it out. And then my best Flutter main check on my entire roster, Spadef, Tinkaton with Leftovers, Gigaton Hammer, Play Rough, Brick, I believe, and Stealth Rocks. So let's see how it goes. My dedicated lead is the Scarf and Inlipe. So I want to see anything but the King Gambit and the Clodsire, to be honest. I'm clicking. I have U-turn on the set. It's Final Gambit, Close Combat, U-turn, and Rage Fist. But we see the Noivern lead. We see that it's not Frisk, which makes me think this could be Scarfed. But since it's not Frisk, doesn't know that I am Scarfed, so it could be Specs. So I'm just gonna click Final Gambit. And if I get rid of the Noivern, that's its only removal, then I can Hazard stack. And hence weaken his team dramatically that way. But we see here, he swaps out the Noivern into the only mon that takes a hit, which is the Clodsire, as we Final Gambit and do 207 HP. And funny, looking at Bruno's side, even the King Gambit would have dropped to the Final Gambit. I didn't max out the HP on the ape because I needed some attack to be threatening. And yeah, but he didn't have max HP on his King Gambit. So here I am. What can kill this Clodsire? Because Clodsire is pretty annoying. Even this low, it's at like 40 HP something. I decide I'll go for Earthquake here. It's a free switch into the Noivern again, but I'm just clicking Earthquake. I'm just trying to kill what's in front of me. I feel like I have a pretty bad matchup, and this battle is all about just positioning the Armor Rouge in the end if I was to have any sort of chance. So we see the Noivern, we Earthquake into nothing. And this turn we set up a Spike. He's Super Fangs. Does half to me, of course, that's what Super Fang do. We Spike, and this next turn we're gonna Throat Chop. Because I'm expecting him to maybe be Boom Burst. And also it's my only way of hitting this. And if he defogs this turn, and that's fine. He Super Fangs again. I Throat Chop and do a good damage. Like, it's good chip. So now I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have defog. Let's just whirlwind him out. He clicks defog, gets rid of my Spike, and I whirlwind him out. Not my best positioning. My Tinglu basically did 35% to the Noivern, and yeah, nothing. It accomplished nothing else. In comes the Volcarona, one of the worst case scenarios. Forced to just click Whirlwind. I can't let this set up because, well, if it set up, it forces my hand a little bit too early on the Armor Rouge, because I want some ship on the Rotom and the King Gambit before setting up. So we see the Rotom come out here. We got, he clicked Bug Buzz, almost killing me, got a Spit F drop. Spit F drop doesn't really matter. I'm dead to Pump here. Goes for Pump. I think I clicked Spikes in case he missed. But yeah, it was nothing to save, so down goes the Tinglu. So I'm down 2 Pokemon and he has his entire team left. Only the Clodsire at low health. Here I am debating a bunch of things. I choose to go into the Tinkaton because I should take any hit very well, because I'm almost max HP, max Spit F, and I take this opportunity to set up Stealth Rock. And he's gonna click Volt Switch here. We're gonna see it does barely any damage to me as I set up the rocks. Because I don't know, I think the residual ship will be nice. Also, if the Volcarona is in boots, it will take 50% next time it comes in. Another one will take 25. I thought since he removed the hazards, he might not be boots. But yeah, I guess just getting rid of the spike was nice. Here I choose to click break because I need to break this. Or hopefully kill this before the Armor Rouge is super in position to set up, but the brick break does no damage. Tinkerton's attacks that terrible, especially when you don't invest anything in it. So we're gonna brick break again and sack this Tinkerton, which was really my only thing that could take one hit from the Flutter main, but not anymore if it was specs. So I felt like it was worth just sacking it. I go into Rabsca here, expecting him to possibly just kill me with Kowtow Cleave, but use this opportunity to get a Revival Blessing off. I'm pretty fast, so I should be faster than most King Gambits. So I take the risk. I need to get this Revival Blessing off and get the Annihilate back in. My plan was if he Kowtow Cleaves, I can go Annihilate. I can click U-turn. If he Sucker Punches, then he boosts my Rage Fist for the late game, which could be nice. But he goes Hard Volcarona. Not ideal, because I do not have the best ways of dealing with Volcarona. I just hope he doesn't Terra here, or Terras into fire, and I go for my Power Gem. And luckily he doesn't Terra. Power Gem does a huge chunk. It would have killed if he didn't Quiver Dance. Or almost. So I'm happy with that play. No, it would have killed if he didn't Quiver. And now he Terras. If he Terra last turn, I would have been in a worse spot. And he clicks Fire Dance. I don't want to risk the Armor Rouge on, like, a Bug Bus could come, and like 2 Bug Buses would have been bad for my Armor Rouge, because I basically need to set up alongside this to have a shot. And yeah, he kills me, no boost, thankfully. So I go into Armor Rouge, and I'm thinking, I'm down 6-3. My Tatsugiri does nothing in this matchup, basically. I brought it for something, I don't remember exactly what. Probably some water type other than Rotom as well. And also for the... It was pretty okay going into the Clodsire and clicking sub. But yeah. Here I just click Calm Mind. I need to pull the trigger. Hopefully he switches out. That would be best case scenario, as he does. He goes into Rotom. Here still I'm not set up enough. So I'm just gonna bank on him missing Hydro Pump at this turn, and I need to get another one set up. And that's basically my gist here. He clicks Volt Switch. Does almost nothing because we're Spit F-ing at +1. And he goes Clodsire, I think, here. Claude, right? Yeah, and I don't want to let the Claude recover or set a T-Spike, or just do a lot of damage to me with Earthquake, because I have no Iron Defenses up. So I'd rather just kill this and try and bring down the differential as much as possible at this point, is my thought process. And yeah, I'm looking at a pretty bleak end game of Scarf and Annihilate, clicking like 50 base power Rage Fist, unless I manage to get rid of the Flutter main beforehand. But yeah, we stored power here. We killed Clodside, we're almost at full. In comes the King Gambit. I'm expecting a Sucker Punch, so I click the Iron Defense. I don't know if this is, because I didn't calc at all. I had no computer, and I'm not gonna calc on my phone, so I click Iron Defense here. This next turn, I'm debating on clicking Iron Defense again, or just killing this with Flamethrower. I decide that I click Flamethrower. It's better taking the Sucker Punch damage here than taking the Kowtow Cleave and +4 and then a Sucker Punch. And yeah, we take 40% basically, 45 maybe from the Sucker Punch. Still very strong. We were not very defensive. We were very spit F. So we're sitting around 55% here. And he still has 4 months left. I'm pretty sure I'm out of range of the Flutter main still. In comes the big Noivern. He clicks Super Fang. I'm like, fine. This is to put me in range of the Flutter main. And yeah, we kill it with stored power. Right now I'm just gonna click stored power on everything. Because we're +2, +2, +2. And we're just trying to pull this back as much as possible. In comes the Flutter main. If this was booster energy speed, I think I just lost. But it didn't pop a booster energy, so I'm thinking maybe Scarf. We see it kill me with Shadow Wall. I clicked Store Power, of course, and then we see some Life Orb damage. And I'm like, my best option is to win with 50 base power, because I'm not gonna kill this. I need to kill it with 50 base power Rage Fist. And I don't know if 50 base power Rage Fist kills from this range, because I'm not max attack. So I'm basically going into this, I guess, faking a Scarf, but not really. I'm just here to get the extra 10% of the Flutter main. He ends up switching. I'm just clicking Mirror Coat, because why not, basically. That's my thought process. Like, maybe he clicks Shadow Ball and I survive. But yeah, he swaps here. And I click Mirror Coat into nothing. Kind of giving up my hand here, which sucked a little bit. But here I'm clicking Substitute. As he clicks Thunderbolt, my thought process is, if I get a sub up, I can at least ship this down or whatever the next turn with magic, with Mirror Coat. And it would also allow me to, if he just clicked Volt Switch, to just surf the Volcarona. Because I did, in case it had Terra Blast at this point, because I didn't know its full moveset. So he Thunderbolts again. I click Mirror Coat because I failed to click the sub, and there's no need to sub now in case he stays in. And we killed the thing. Now it all comes down to if I get paralyzed or if this Volcarona survives the surf, because I had no special attack investment that I remember, at least. And we just click surf and even up at 55 HP, and I'm +1 spit F. It still kills and we break through the para. This point I'm pretty confident that Rage Fist will kill the Flutter main. So I'm happy I managed to bring this game back. I was scared I'd lose 6-0 to the Volcarona when it set up earlier in the game, but we managed to capitalize on a little bit of safe playing, maybe knowing that his set really didn't touch me that well. And yeah, so this comes in, clicks Moonblast. It took rocks on the way in. The rock ship is nice, and the extra damage here was nice. My thinking of going the Tatsugiri first was definitely to get the extra 10% on the Flutter main so that my Rage Fit got boosted one stage. Because I wasn't sure I killed. And if I killed, then that would have been great. And then maybe he went Rotom before the Volcarona. And I thought I'd live one hit from the Rotom. Seeing it didn't do much damage to my other mons, even though they were max BDF. So maybe get a stack on the Rage Fist and get it to base 100, and that way maybe beat the Rotom. But yeah, it wasn't my cleanest game, that's for sure. GG's to Bruno. I think it was unfortunate in this battle. He got caught off guard on the not tearing the Volcarona versus the Rabsca, getting caught by the Power Gem. That was huge for me. I think if it teared there, I probably lost, because then he might have not swapped the Volcarona out versus the Armor Rouge, and then Armor Rouge wouldn't have been able to get 3 kills and put me in a position to where I could end game with the Tatsugiri, which somehow got 2 kills there in the end game, when it was just supposed to be a sack and the Annihilate. But yeah, we move on to 1-1. That's all from me. Next week we're taking on Razor, and I'll see you all then, and it's gonna be not a post, a live comp. So bye, Sven's out, see ya.